Very, very important. And we'll go back a couple of games with Sacramento when he had an opportunity with 20 seconds left on the clock, down 2. A perfect time to start challenge the defenders with the dribble. He shoots a 27-foot shot that really doesn't have a chance of going in. We advance to the Pacers. 5 seconds left here, down 2. Another great opportunity to drive it to the basket. He shoots from 27 feet again. So obviously 2 long shots, not really understanding what a point guard's supposed to do. Against the Celtics, 13-7, you're down 3. Another opportunity to drive it. He takes a 30-footer. So they start talking strategy with the coaching staff. What does he do against the Timberwolves? He decides to go against a taller guy defensively. He separates and gets a nice shot off. 11 seconds or so. But watch this great separation. He floats, but where is he going? Towards the basket, and that means that guys have to cover the wings and prevent three-point shots. A great decision. This guy's growing up right before our eyes.
And a big game for Dinwiddie on Wednesday. Tied his career high with 26 points. Did it efficiently, and you see the numbers as a starter this season. 14 points and 7 assists. Celtic will jump it up with Baines, and that is whacked back to Dinwiddie. But now
That's why I'm here, to ask you good questions.
Good questions.
And we try to provide at least decent answers.
Decent ones. Dinwiddie with the floater puts it in.
He's been decent going through the basket, as we saw in the beginning of the broadcast when we highlighted a good move from the three-point line and turning down a shot.
Here's Jaylen Brown, the second-year pro out of Cal. Connects on the jumper. He has taken a huge leap offensively this season. 5th largest jump. Jefferson is short.
Yep, that was well defended too. Give the shot in the corner to Hollis Jefferson. They didn't give it up to Crabbe because Kyrie Irving never left him.
Morris with a force, but puts it in over Hollis Jefferson.
And the Celtics are so good. Brad Stevens always does, as does Kenny Atkinson, preparing his team. And you can actually watch it in effect, you know, when they go after the shooters, like watch it. Oh, that's a great screen by Zeller.
Yeah.
But he moved that shoulder just a touch.
Carroll with a hand in his face hits the 3.
They have the ability to really. Ryan, called you Ian.
No,
sorry.
it's all right. Hey, it's
slip up here.
There's just one letter difference.
It's okay. I hope you don't call me Sarah. Sorry.
There's a lot of Emmy Awards with that name.
Oh, exactly.
Smart's jumper is good. Marcus Smart had a nice offensive game last night. Had it knocked away. Tice on the deflection, Smart on the collection. Here's Brown, zigging, zagging, and flushing.
Well, it's one thing to go by your defensive man, the primary.
Stauskas in for Brooklyn. Dinwiddie the only starter remaining on the floor. AC, good look. He connects. Quincy AC has been on fire from 3. Over 56% his last.
That's a good point, but it was not.
But it was not him.
It was CC, and
yeah.
I can't wait for the standings.
Oh my gosh. Joe Harris squeezes it in.
First time Joe Harris touched the basketball in the deep corner, he's turned down a three-point shot. He's been driving it a little bit better for the Celtics. The Nets will take that all night long if they can get it.
Oh. Stauskas gets a free release to the rim, and the Nets have their largest lead.
And a little bit of a freeze move, too, is out.
Celtics 1 for their last 8 from the floor. Tice hits the jumper. And to your point on the bench, Jimmy, for the Nets, they've outscored their opponents the last 11 games by a total of
140%.
I'm going to say 385 wins it.
Really?
Shot clock down to 4. Rozier trying to find space. He did. And gets the leaner to drop. Nets with Stauskas, Okafor, in his second game playing. Yeah, Rozier has incredible speed. Couldn't finish there, and Harris has it knocked away. AC just kind of flipped it out there for him, and Boston was aware. 6 turnovers now for Brooklyn. And Larkin given a lot of space.
So many of the guards, just about all of them, have that little trick. Harris LeVert, equally just as impressive.
Here's Irving. Kyrie Irving hits the long two, and Kenny Atkinson will take a timeout. A 7-0 Boston run. Picture and a story if you're in competition with a family member. For Where Brooklyn At, submit your photos on Twitter or Instagram by tagging @NetsOnYes using the hashtag Where Brooklyn At or email nets@yesnetwork.com as Okafor flushes it down.
Delivery by Dinwiddie for one another and the teams and the way they're doing their work and the players. You know, Kenny said that defensively, Celtics are very, very good.
Excellent drive from Dinwiddie as he just spiraled around Baines.
And they run their half-court set. But you gave it to him in a spot where he uncomfortable to catch, and then he tried to make something happen. It wasn't really a comfort zone the whole way.
Irving, step back three is good with AC all over him.
Pretty quiet, actually, for the first quarter and a half. Right on target there, Ryan. That was very, very good defense, only bettered by a nice move. Once again, the Nets' ability to drive by people.
Baines given space, he can hit from there.
Yep. And as we've signs of that.
Kenny Atkinson said he was gung-ho on playing.
Yep.
Cece was ready to catch that pass as it dropped into the arms of Smart, who eventually finishes. Good ball.
Well defended. Not a good choice by Brown going 1-on-2.
Hollis Jefferson wiggles to the rim, plus the foul.
1 for 6 before that move by Hollis Jefferson. And sometimes you're smart over the last 2 minutes and change.
Hollis Jefferson the take. No Harris. The body control on the putback.
Well, that's one of the things that Joe Harris has done. He's been driving the ball when he's had it.
You know I'm going to be upset about that.
I'd love to rub it in too, don't I?
You do.
and then I grouse when I don't win.
Tatum connects, third in the NBA in three-point shooting percentage. Tatum near 47%.
Kyrie Irving with the basketball. Watch him in about 5 seconds here.
Irving gives it up. Smart inside, flips it in with 0.9 to go. So keep in mind it's really 41. Nets, meanwhile, turned it over 13 times in that first half. Crab connects on a three.
Crab 0 for 2 in the first half, so good to see his first shot here. Celtics shot 42% in that game that he referenced.
Dinwiddie splashes in a three and then indicates, hey, I was hit on the arm as well. Drifts away, isolating on Zeller, will take and hit.
The understanding of knowing the mismatches, whether it's big against small or that.
Test like that with effort, you get the benefit of the doubt on 50-50 calls.
Especially if you're going straight up.
Yep. Tatum powers it down with the right hand.
My goodness.
Irving around the Tice screen, has space, his floater, rainbow.
That's with Zeller coming right at him too. That is just a remarkable shot that he has worked on. He can do it with his
Crab on the drive at nothing. And the Nets having a really tough time getting any kind of looks on the offensive end. Lob to the rim for Tatum, who oops the alley.
You want to make sure everybody touches it, get a good look.
You saw the difference in the shooting this quarter as Hollis Jefferson got that one to tilt home.
He's 3 of 13. Carroll at the other forward slot, the two starters, they are 5 for 23 from the floor.
Irving connects on a three. And now Kenny Atkinson will take a timeout. Tatum's pass deflected. Just the third turnover for Boston. Dinwiddie finds Harris. Carroll will take and take a much-needed three for Brooklyn.
Well, and a guy at 2 for 10 on the night, so spacing him up now by moving backwards.
Yep. Sizing up AC. Watch out, way short on the floater, but it ends up landing with Tice.
Yeah, because Allen went for the block. He tried to help his teammate out. When he left, Tice was all alone. Type of shots.
Dinwiddie, no Levert to run the second unit. Tice waited, floats, hits.
He's got a nice little game, doesn't he?
He does.
He can shoot that 15-footer, but he's smart enough with the basketball. Of there, Ryan, is better than over here. So they have an angle to get it to the basket if they need to.
Morris will pull and hit with .4 to go.
Is on the floor. I think you got to get him some touches offensively. 7 feet and in.
Paint is tied as well. 30 all. Smart the shovel. Tice scoops it in.
Good act.
To figure out a way to create offense without Dinwiddie on the floor and with LeVert out. Okafor, the spin. He did it.
There you go. Good adjustment by Doyle. Don't try to do too much. And
Okafor just flashed up front.
Baines is going to have to pull back.
Doyle has nothing going. Finds the open man. Crab. You bet. On a three.
And see, what does Doyle do, too? Doyle doesn't try to out. I'm not sure if he knows that Baines has 5 fouls or not, but I wouldn't take a floater. I'd go at him, put it on the floor one time, and make him defend.
Larkin got lost in the corner. It's Larkin who's on Dinwiddie at the moment. That's a size advantage for Spencer. Finds Okafor on the rumble to the rim.
I like the reaction. Get him involved. That's why they...
Dinwiddie and Harris. 5 to shoot. Irving separates, puts it up, and in. That is just a difficult shot that Irving put in.
And Dinwiddie did exactly what he's supposed to do. He didn't...
Irving slithers, accelerates, feeds. Tatum blocked by Hollis Jefferson. Another chance is good for Tatum.
Which team is going to play this game in the paint going towards the basket will win this game? And Joe Harris just enough to stay in front of Irving, not letting him go by him. Watch out. Oh,
Harris, great catch. Can he finish? Yes!
Well, that's an incredible play by Joe Harris to be able to gather that ball in, because I don't think get that one correct.
3:15 to go. Tie game in a defensive battle. Smart bodies in. It hits. And Kenny Atkinson's going to take a timeout. He was calling for it. Dinwiddie, eyes up. Nets playing with Hollis Jefferson at the 5. Shot clock winding. Dinwiddie gets a step and pushes it home.
Boy, is he confident off the dribble. And they just can't seem to get him.
Dinwiddie hawking, backdoor, Smart, misses. Harris the rebound.
Not a terrific cut and pass, but Smart can't deliver.
Dinwiddie, the drive, the scoop, the score!
Quickest way to get it to the basket, too. That underhand scoop shot. You take it from the dribble. You don't give the guy defensively a chance to react to an over-the-top normal layup. Beautiful drive there by Dinwiddie.
Each team with 2 timeouts remaining. 7 lead changes in the 4th. Tatum gets the step and pounds it down with the right hand.
Yeah, Hollis Jefferson, you could feel it. He was leaning out towards the sidelines, and you knew as soon as that catch was...
With numbers, Irving, no! Carroll has the rebound snatched away. Tatum puts in a 3. Boston takes a 4-point lead.
Boy, when you have a defensive effort like...
Finds Hollis Jefferson. He turns, floats, can't hit. Rebound pushed in the air, volleyed around. Hollis Jefferson short. It would have counted, and he just pulled the string on a 4-footer. A dramatic finish and a hard-fought loss for Brooklyn.